say Australia knew because of the hills are here, but I heard other people.
Okay, got most of it, Matthew. Unfortunately, the second half of your transmission, your audio was skipping again. Was there and wasn't there, so. But no, what's that about? KB60.
Okay, well I just same problem at the end of his transmission during the net last Thursday. He was fine, and then right at the end it was I chop 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 chop. I chop chop. So yeah, well, need some more filtering. And I one of the Discord guys or whatever video link, he had his audio chopped up too. So it's not just me. And you're kind of doing a little max headroom operation there. At least your head's not coughing down to the bottom like one time last year. Alright, let's see what's here. 1, 2, 3. What you to me. Test. One, two, three. What you do to me. Test. One, two, three. What you do to me. Test. 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 Is
All right, let's see if I got audio over here. I think so.
Test, test one. There's a lot of magnet family. Be quiet. They can't talking. Talk.
We'll get going here in a minute. K6SW with the ATV net. So, one moment, please. All right. Let's see if we can get going here.
you know how it goes. They get over it in a day or two, and us old folks, we have to deal with it for a while. Yeah, they're sniffling and picking their noses and touching the rim.
Oh, yeah.
All
Okay.
day long like that. But reporting back, my wife says that.
Okay. Well, let's get going here anyway. This is Jim, K6SOE with the ATV Net. We'll get the repeater back here in a little bit. So we'll start off and see if there's any announcements or priority traffic on the. All right. None heard. We'll invite, if you're not watching ATV directly, we'll invite you to watch it on the computer. Tune in to w6cxatv.mdarc.org. Or if you're on YouTube, there's always MDARC, or excuse me, media space MDARC. And if you want to join in on the net, there's whereby.com/ATN numeral 1. So, anyway, I see we've got 10 people watching the MDARC.org. That's a good thing. Few people watching YouTube. And at this point in time, hopefully the cat isn't going to interrupt the world here too much. He's after a fly on the wall. Well, fly on the wall is gone. So, anyway, let's go over to Fred, WB6ASU, see what's new with him tonight.
Well, let's see. Oh, a picture came up. My goodness. Wonders will never cease. Good evening, Jim the Net. WB6ASU. Fred in Acampo. What's new? Been getting rid of a lot of junk over here. Cleaning the place up. Throwing out old radios. Giving them away. Whatever. Anywho. And still playing with my my tuner stereo thingy over here. Transistors came in today for it. I haven't had a chance to plug them in and see what's happening. Hopefully it'll solve my last little problem. Yeah. Still playing plumber. It's been a rough week. Oh well. Back to you, Jim. IB6ASU definitely stuck in a campo.
All right, Fred. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, you're gonna have to get that plumbing done before winter time, for sure. So anyway, I'm sure you got a handle on it. So all right, thanks for being there. Let's go over to Chris, W6ATV. All right, no Chris tonight. I seen this guy tuning up. Let's go over to Matthew, N4DLA.
Okay, surprise, surprise. K6SOE in the weekly edition of the Mount Radio Digital Temperature. Hope I'm getting signal out. Sometimes it was there, sometimes it wasn't. Shout out to my wife, Peggy.cat. Tonight, probably watch the during the N4 studios. They mudded, repaired the leaking water meter gaskets. Well, they actually hadn't finished repairing them. They're still leaking. But now the pipe in the street is leaking, so PG&E came out and marked where the gas line is to make sure they don't, East Bay mud doesn't hit it when they dig the street up. Mark the sewer line while you're at it, I hope. So that fun will probably start later this week or next week. So slowly, just a little bit of noise have that going. Otherwise, nice on CW 80 watts and fee 10 the broken traps on the beam work just as badly as the old broken traps did, even though I put them in, measured them the way MFJ, the now new owner of Cushcraft, who first built the beam in 1989, said they were. So just using folded die or what person and NC0 and C0JP called a folded resistor. But hey, I worked New Zealand from here with 80 watts on 10 meters sideband. Good for me. So I have a safe and happy Columbus Day weekend. PacificCon coming up soon. Hope to see all of you TV people there and non-TV people. K6SOE from N4DLA, Matthew in.
All right, Matthew, thank you for checking in tonight. Let's see. Let's go over to Dave, WB6DTB. All right, no Dave tonight. How about John, W6DTV? All right, let's go over to Stan, NJ6E.
Well, good evening, Jim and the net from Stan in Sonoma, where it is 66 degrees, and very pleasant over here, and hopefully we'll see John again and Dave, and although I did see some familiar faces tuning up that we haven't seen on the net in a while, so I'll be interested to hear what's been going on with them. Over here, I noticed today that the Colorado Amateur Television Club, it's I guess the Boulder Amateur Radio Club, or Amateur Television Club, I'll get it right, newsletter came out, and there's an article in there, a guest article by Dave GKQ of the British Amateur Television Club, kind of comparing DVB-S and S2 to DVB-T, and of course I'm still coming in on the S2 input, which is, I have about half the bandwidth of everybody else, so kind of proud of that. Anyway, I think I sent the links to you and to Fred and Jim, and so it's an interesting article, but if you go to the Boulder Amateur Television Club website and go to the newsletter section, anybody who's interested could download that newsletter, and it's the lead article, so it's a interesting article, and I think it pretty much hits all of the reasons why DVB-S is easier to do than DVB-T, and also makes a lot of sense for amateurs to use for amateur television, and how well it's working over in the UK. So anyway, I will get off the soapbox there and send it back over to Net Control and J6E, Stan in Sonoma.
Thank you for checking in tonight. Good signal from you, and yeah, that's a very good article on the difference between DVB-S, DVB-S2, and DVB-T, and all the things that we want to vote for DVB-S here on the W6CX. And I'm Jim, K6SOE Net Control. Let's go over to John, ND6H, see what's new with him.
Good evening, Jim and the net. Let's see. There's the picture. Alrighty. Well, did a little sailboat racing last weekend on Sunday up in West Sacramento. And the first two boats were pretty good, 2 meter in the Santa Barbara, but the Infinity 54 I had problems with. I wound up withdrawing after the second race because the sheets for the controlling the sails kept binding up on things inside the boat and outside the boat. So I'm currently in the process of redoing the inner compartment of the boat where the radio stuff sits, so that I can have enough room to shield the servos from the sail sheets. So that's the happenings there. Took a trip out to see Fred on Monday, helped him clear some stuff out, and had a couple days of flying. Tuesday? No, didn't go flying Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday. Yesterday and today. So that was good, and I think I'm going to go again tomorrow, assuming the winds are what they predict. That'll be good. 3 days in a row. It's nice to see that I remembered how to fly and land. Nothing spectacular on the car front. Although I guess there's some stuff that's supposed to happen after I head off to Florida. I was supposed to go back to Florida with my mom on this coming Sunday, but due to the hurricane, the airlines have had to switch things around a little bit, so now it's going to be Saturday the 15th when I go back there for about 10 days. So that's what's going on there. Nothing spectacular in the FT8 department. I had some usual European contacts on 17 meters and just local stuff for the most part. Oh, no, that's not true. Lots of Japan. That seems to be a walk in the park on 30 meters at night in my shop. So, anyways, that's the stuff that's going on over here. And Jim, thanks for doing the net. John Concord, ND6H.
All right, John. Thank you for being there. And if you've got to be in Florida on the 15th, that means we'll get a remote check-in from you on whereby.com there at the show. So, all right, tune in and see what's going on. All right, next on my list is Kevin, KK6JPN.
K6JPN. Good evening all. And yeah, I can see myself coming back tonight, although I had to resort to a different kind of receiver. Press that button, you can see me here as well. Yeah, the signal up here seems to have dropped below the threshold of the X2 receivers. None of those, I have 3 of them, and none of them will break through with the signal. And even this one, I'm using one of these little SatLink portable receivers, and even that is blinking every so often. It's right on the edge, I guess, of getting enough signal. But anyhow, at least I can see something coming back again for a little while. I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I've already got a large antenna, I've already got a very low noise preamplifier, so I don't know how I'm going to get more signal other than change out the X2s for something more sensitive maybe. So that's how things are going here. Other than that, not a lot happening. Been playing with a new toy this afternoon that arrived. 25 years ago I was designing a heads-up display for television, and it was aimed at surgery. Endoscopic surgery, but we ended up, the company actually went under shortly after I left them. It was really on the limits of things, as one of the guys there said, that we've got a startup company based on a product from another startup company. The display devices weren't quite up to it in those days, and of course we didn't have chips that would do things. It took a whole rack of gear to modulate a signal onto a carrier and so on. To get it at the kind of rates that we needed to get it over for the display. But today I bought a heads-up display. It has 2 little OLEDs in there, and you plug it in the bottom of the cell phone and you've got what looks like an 80-inch display in front of your eyes, and it's working very well. Pretty pleased with it. So and it's got I bought a HDMI adapter for it, because the input goes in from the C connector on a cell phone. Okay, I've rambled on a bit, so and I'm getting in and I'm seeing my picture coming back all the time. So wish everybody 7-3, and I'll hand it back to you, Jim. Thanks for doing the net. KK6JPN. And when the signal comes back, I drop out.
All right, Kevin. Excellent signal from you tonight, and I'm glad that you've got a way to receive. that, yeah, I'm really not sure what's going on with the signal strength. That we haven't done anything on the repeater. Could be somebody's grown a tree somewhere in between here and there. So, all right, let's see if my neighbor's around here tonight. W6MEW, Mike. Okay, no Mike tonight. This is Jim, K6SOE, doing the ATV net. Let's go over to Owen, KK6Q. Okay, no Owen tonight. I saw this guy tuning up earlier. Let's see, let's go over to Jerry, KB6T.
Good evening. Good evening to everybody. KB60 Jerry in San Leandro. We have 65 degrees here, and I'm getting the receipt there. I'm happy about that. And I had COVID about 5-6 weeks ago, and after that I was not feeling good, so I skipped a couple of weeks checking into this net. So I apologize, but I'm feeling good again. And to play ping pong, and I tried pickleball. Social club is a lesson for beginners, so I went to give it a try, and it's kind of interesting. I like playing ping pong. Pickleball was more like tennis, even though a shorter or a smaller court, but the net is about the same. It's like ping pong can stay at the table, but pickleball you have to run and chase the ball over the club. There will be a day of Czech culture festival in Orinda this coming Saturday. It will be at the community center. Matthew, if you are interested, it's probably walking distance for you. And of course I will be there. Instead there will be Czech food, beer, and Czech songs and dancing and stuff, so yeah, looking forward to it. So this day of culture, Czech culture in Orinda this Saturday. All I have to report, so back to Jim. Thank you for doing that. 60 Jerry in San Andrew.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got something wrong here. What's going wrong here? Okay. All right. That's better. Okay, Jerry, thank you for checking in. And good signal from you tonight. Glad you're seeing the machine. And let's see. That's the list as I have it right now. Let's see if there's any missed, late, or extra video check-ins at this time. Okay, seeing no one, let's traverse into audio check-ins. Let me have, we'll go audio check-ins for the ATV net tonight. We'll start with call signs any Alpha through Golf, A through G. All right, let's go hotel through November. Try that again. Hotel through November. Okay, Oscar through Sierra. And then Tango through Zulu.
Good evening, Jim. KA60ZU, Diana. Pleasant Hill. It's been fun listening to everybody. It sounds like quite a few people checked in tonight, so that was really good to hear. Anyway, back to you.
All right, Diana. Thank you for checking in tonight. And can I add Brad to that list?
Sure, he's listening. Thank you. Thank you, Jim.
Roger, roger. All righty. Any other audio check-ins, the whole alphabet, A through Z? All right, hearing none, let me reconfigure things here. We'll get some of the people here on the whereby.com checked into the TV side here, so stand by one.
to a flea market, because you have to understand, we used to have them every month from March, electronics back when we had electronics back when we had the old feed lab back loop trick.
Oh, man.
Jeff, shut the audio off from the hill. He's trying to monitor the hill.
I put him on the cat. Okay, try that. Okay, try that.
No, it's still there. Jim, you need to mute your microphone. Jim is hopefully sorting all that out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Otherwise, I am having fun going through all my stuff. I am having fun going through all my stuff. One of them I showed, and this is like showing it.
I could do the laugh for Halloween.
So one of my little trinkets of joy is my Duro view meter. So I'm happy I found that. Yeah, you wouldn't believe where I found that. And then, last but not least, our 1.2 gig RF modules. So these are RF modules. The little power hybrid modules that we've been using to make power amplifiers. First thing I'm going to go do when I go back to California is explain how feedback loop works to Jim. So the other thing I found was something I won. Microwave update meeting, which is an annual event. And if you've not been to Mud before, bunch of microwave enthusiasts. The thing that I won, Steve, this is a 1.2 kilowatt LDMOS device for 2 meters. I haven't had the time to build that amp. When do I have time to build that amp? Anyway, that's all from Scottsdale, Arizona. Hope you can figure out your audio loop problem, Jim. 86 steps. Because you're monitoring the hill. where it says Pi 4 on the hill, 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 where it says Pi 4 on the hill. It's not hard to figure out, guys. 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 It's not hard to figure out. Bingo.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, you mute. That mutes the mic on Pi 4 on the hill. Not an input into the bridge. Perfect. You figured it out. Yeah, you keep your mic on so we can hear you and us going up to the hill. That's perfect. I know, it's so confusing when you're in the heat of a battle trying to figure out where is it coming from.
I'm just laughing. It's so funny. You know, you got the echo, and then I'm laughing in the background. I can hear my wicked laugh in the background. It sounds like a Halloween horror movie. I'm going, you know, like, oh, that's so funny. I'm just having a great time here, Jim. Nothing to report much here. The same old thing. Finally, we got sunlight here in New York City. I was getting so angry with all this rain. I was getting like the, you know, the desperation. Please don't come out before I get insane. But other than that, it was nice. I got the happy face back, yo. So I give you the, I give it back to you, Jim.
Yeah, Jim, we can hear the San Benito check-in, something going on. We can hear your 2-meter in the background, too.
Papa Alpha, it's me. Yay! Hey. I'm the one with the clean ham shack, remember?
Nice.
Yeah, nice white walls.
That's clean.
No
Say,
radio.
I found this place today, 10 minutes after the meeting started. I couldn't make it.
Triangle Amateur Radio. All right. Where are they from?
Well, this is, it's in North Carolina. Would never guess, would you? Let's see.
Oh,
Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill.
Yeah, Research Triangle.
They've been here for 10,000 years. I know that.
Yeah, they're older than dirt.
But like I say, I missed a meeting, so I don't get to go again till January.
Oh, for God's sake! What the hell?
Yeah.
They do quarterly?
Yes.
Ah.
So I think they have other meetings, but for us newbies, it's quarterly.
Nice.
And I've been trying to make some sense out of all their literature, but it doesn't tell me really what I need to know. But I'll keep reading, and sooner or later it'll sink in. I don't think I can. You do? Well, maybe I do. I'll have to get into that. It's good to know where to come. Anyway, I got a hold of a minimum antenna, single wire. I have to hide it in the attic with the association here. And what are you going to do? The trees are all 70 feet high, so I'm not sure I can get out of here with anything. I think I'm going to have to go across the internet and bug Rojo, see if he's got a DSL over there that's not working. Anyway, and not much going on here. It was supposed to have been about 90 today, but I didn't have a chance to go out and see. I had my last appointment with the dermatologist today, and I took the Band-Aid off here behind my ear, and maybe in 6 months I'll have to have major surgery again. We'll see. Tough getting old, right, Lee? He's thinking about it. I waved at a Schwann's truck today, and I rolled down the window and I asked him if he had any cherry chocolate ice cream, and he shook his head no. So he's off my list. Maybe next time. Anyway, right now it's 56 and clear here, and it looked like a real nice day out there. It's just I was too darn busy to go out. So maybe tomorrow. I got about a three block walk uphill to the breakfast restaurant, and so I don't mind walking up there, but I figured out that it's closed Monday and Tuesday, so that's 2 days I'm not going to try it. My wife will have to roller skate, that's it. So, nothing else interesting to report around here this week, but I'll keep my ear to the ground and see if I can come up with something. AF7PA back to net, and thank you, Jim.
Just a quick comment, Jim. I was looking at his. So, Jim, quick comment. So, John, that was a good hit. So, I know some of those guys over at the Triangle. That's the Triangle Amateur TV Association. They're still running analog over there, but they have some digital equipment, and I think I know where they got it from. But so one of the guys used to be the PBS TV station over there in Raleigh-Durham. So I know these guys. It's cool that they got a pretty good website. They have some pictures of the equipment. Their tower is a cell tower. It's they bought the cell tower and put it on their location. Their shack is just a little smoker shack. It's not nothing fancy or anything like that, but very cool system.
Yeah, it says 195 feet above sea level.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty close. Well, they're whatever, half hour from the ocean. They're not that far.
Yeah. Well, that's quite a ways from me. I'm 100 miles from the ocean.
Yeah.
But we're working on it. I ordered a chainsaw, so something should.
We'll be there any day, right?
You got it.
Good job, John. No, that was a good hit.
Make sure you get a good wood chipper too.
Where's Jim?
Hey, sir.
Well, K6SO, Euro CU. Hey, I figured out a way to stop the feedback.
Yeah, there you go.
No feedback, right?
And it's crystal clear.
Sorry
too.
about that. I just.
It's crystal
Well, it's
clear.
about
That's
83 degrees, early in the evening. I don't know if Joel got any of that rain and stuff over here, but we didn't get any rain at all. It's the second day of this. So it just, that's okay. long as the lightning and the wind goes around, I'm okay.
Yeah, it's more to the north.
Went out and picked all the stuff up out of the pool that my granddaughter threw out in there yesterday, and she'll be here again tomorrow. So we'll tomorrow evening we'll go out there, or Saturday morning. All the stuff tomorrow. She put her feet in, but she don't want to go in because it's starting to get a little cool in the pool. But she's only 2.5 years old, so but she don't care. And I'm not to go in now. Unless if she falls in, then I'll go in. But we're watching her, so anyway, not a lot going on here today. What did I do today? I don't think I did a whole lot. I didn't mow the lawn. I did go out and pick up the mail, but I already knew what was going to be there, so I didn't worry about it. And John, with your clean neck there, I don't think I'll talk to you anymore because I was looking at my shack today. I need another barrel. You know, but
there you go.
I figure what I'll do is oh, you've got it all here. Oh, I see. Oh, that's what you're doing. You make it look like it's clean. Pretty good, John. Pretty good. You know, that's not too bad for an old dude.
I resemble that
Anyway,
remark.
that's about all I have. Yeah. That's why I always liked you back here. There was somebody older than me.
Yeah. What have I got?
Back to you. Yep, you just have to talk to Rojo. Well, the other guy in Joel's.
Well, I don't know. Do you still want to? Did everybody understand what was going on? I don't know. There's too much feedback loop. Just still having fun at the flea markets. We had a little bit of weather go by. We had a little thunder last night. I think there was some thunder clouds forming to the north and to the east of us today. So, next set of storm was kind of forming out to the east of Phoenix here. Not too hot. Was only maybe 93 today, so not too bad. And went down and had barbecue lunch with the Cactus guys today. So we always do our lunch down at the famous Dave's Barbecue, which is really good, by the way. But I've been digging through my stuff because I'm still sorting through my garbage that I had to pack up when I left California. I put a bunch of stuff in bins, and of course everything went flying. And repeat my finds are one of the things I found was these microwave relays. These are highly coveted because these are the HP coaxial relays with SMA, but these go up to 24 gig. It says DC to 20 gigahertz, but I know they work up to 24, so those are very rare, and I paid some premium bucks for those bad boys. And I think the switching voltage is also 12 volts. So that's also rare because most microwave relays are like 24 volt or 28 volt or whatever. But the other cool part is these things, as these Mitsubishi modules. These are hybrid devices, so you'll see these in a lot of common radios, but these I got it some time ago. And so PQL sells a board on his website where you take two of these and you chain them together and you double the output, which, you know, one alone will give you a good solid, you know, 6 to 7 watts television. You can get more power out of these things, but then they start to go a little nonlinear. But two of these put together will give you a solid 14, 15 watts. And that's what I think some of the guys in Northern California, they're using some of these modules. So I think it's W6PQL, or maybe it's WA6PQL, I forget his call sign. So he's got a very popular website. He's the guy that keeps us all in kits and parts, because he's got everything you need for 1.2 gig, 2 gig, you know, 3 gig. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. And man, the guy knows how to build QRO. He's got some really big amplifiers. And one of the amplifiers that he, in fact, has is the one that can use this part, which is a Freescale LDMOS device. And that little puppy puts out 1.2 kilowatts on 2 meters. And that's what you need to bounce things off the moon. So that was one of those things. I packed this stuff away and I couldn't remember which bin did I put it in, and God help me if I threw the damn thing away, because I know these things are worth some money. So I'm like really happy I'm finding these things. But now I got to put them in a place and put a big label on them so I don't forget where the heck I put this stuff. Anyway,
can we find this guy's website again?
Let me see. Oh, hold on. I will tell you. W6P. Yeah, so his website is w6pql.com. And over on the left side, well, here, we'll share. So over here on the left side, you'll see here's a high power amp for 1296. I mean, look at this thing. Look at these amplifiers. 600 watts on 23 centimeters, and it's gorgeous. This guy does amazing work. And his kits, I mean, you buy all the parts from him and stuff, and you put it together. Some of it you have to source, like, you know, he has a directional coupler here that you probably have to source on your own, and this antenna relay, you have to source that on your own. But so he does this board. Look at this. That's let's see.
There goes my clean ham shack.
Yep. See that LP MOS device right there? That thing on a copper spreader, those parts alone are going to set you back to a kilobuck or more. I mean, but this amp is beautiful, and his designs are they're world renowned. So I highly recommend his stuff. Everybody that I know that does anything, see, that's the 1.5 kW linear for 2 meter. But he also has down here, if I can find it real quick. He has a bunch of stuff, and he's got these other ones right here. 60 watts. Yep, there it is. See, right there. So you get two of those modules. So it's got a hybrid coupler to drive both modules. So what it is RF goes in. You can see right there in the picture. And so he makes this is it's a Wilkinson divider, I believe. But it's this little thing makes the two outputs. One's in phase, one's out of phase. And then you drive that into the combiner. One's in phase, one's out of phase. And then that goes to the output. So these are those little modules that I was just showing you, is these little things that are, you can get them at gigaparts. And so that's how you get nice, clean power. Now, of course, you need 28 volts. You can see that. He has a little boost board for that. But, I mean, just super clean design. So what it is you buy those boards, that board, and you go find a relay, you get some of these other parts and whatever, And I think he also sells the little, so see this directional coupler? So that's the thing up at the front. A little load there and a little load there, and so forth. So you see how the construction, here's somebody else built one. This is Steve W6QIW. He built one of these. And so we've been using these in microwave contests, but you can use them for television. What it is you just don't drive it as hard as you would for like sideband voice. But you know, there you go. So he's very avid, you know, designer. He did all the layout for these parts. That the sequencer. If you need a sequencer, I make one of those too. He makes this little board. He makes this little board, and he makes this little board. And so you put all that stuff together, and you make your own amp. And that's why it's cool to follow some of these guys. You probably weren't following along because I didn't switch to the camera. Anyway, I figured I'd share all that. Looking forward to seeing everybody in San Ramon. Looking forward to doing my talk. It's almost done. I still have to finish it. But a little bit of a departure from the last one that I did, but hopefully it'll provide some insight. Time to take your pill, Jim. And he knows what I'm talking about. So going to the Pacificon is the big thing, and then I hope to maybe follow up with other people. If you make it out to Arizona to either Quartz Fest or Yuma Fest. Quartz Fest is in January. That's the one where all the RV people come out. That's where everybody comes out to the desert, and we spend a couple of days boondocking and do a whole ham radio stuff. The Pico Balloon guy will be there. Us ATV people will be there. All the soda people, the people that go climbing mountaintops and summits on the air, they'll be there. And there's always good food and singing and burning things up in the desert. We light something on fire usually every night. So that's coming up at Quartz Fest, and then Yuma Fest, which is it's the similar to Pacificon, but that's not till February. We'll talk more about that later. Back to you, Jim. K6SOE. This is KB6W, Joel in Scottsdale, Arizona. Back to you.
Thanks, Joel.
It's a lot of pressure, I understand.
That's what a spurt is, It's an unknown drip under pressure.
Exactly.
That'd be me. Oh, no.
I've seen
That's
people.
me.